Well, good evening, everyone. I am delighted to see you here on our Monday evening. I'm Sharon Rankin. I think I've met all of you, so welcome, welcome. I always say this, and I mean this with a sincere heart and mind, that your presence here on a Monday night says a lot, means a lot to those who are working with our teams and investing in what we're doing. But thank you so much for joining us. It's vital to stay connected, and right now, it's more vital to stay connected than ever within the Juice Plus community. So each week we come together as partners. Our purpose is to keep our focus on the mission of inspiring healthy living, excuse me, of inspiring healthy living around the world. And every time we have a conversation or a connection or share a resource or invite someone to an event, that's exactly what we're doing. So the Mission Possible team is a growing team of inspired individuals. Sorry, guys, hold on. Let's see if that helps. The Mission Possible team is a growing team of inspired individuals, dedicated ambassadors, I would say, dedicated to creating a healthier, more prosperous life for as many as possible. And I know the flyers that we put out this week said the power of events, but I'm going to break in on this regularly scheduled program to make some very important announcements. And as you know, the company is making some changes, some digital changes, and we just want to keep you all abreast. And so we're going to go through some of that tonight. We have visuals that we can share with you. And let me just say, even as we share this, we don't have every answer. We don't know all the pieces. And as soon as we know, we will be sharing them with you. And we remember a few weeks ago, we had a conversation about certainty. Does anybody remember that? The value, the importance, the power of certainty. Well, let me just say something about certainty. One thing I know is that the Juice Plus company has our back, and everything that they're doing for us and the vision that we have been given is to help us be better in where we are and where we're going to go in the future. So we need to trust that systems that are being put in place, even if we don't fully understand them right now. It's okay. Every time I see some of this, I get it again. So let me just share, first of all, before I do get into, I want to share my screen, and I want to share something about the Healthy Starts Healthy Starts, if I can. Let's see if we can go there. Here we go. How many of you have been with a company for 25 years? I need to unshare. I want to stop this share because I want to see this. How many of you have been with a company for 25 years? Anybody in there? Okay, a few people have. It's hard to believe it's been 25 years since the Healthy Starts for Families program was introduced. I don't know if that's been the fastest 25 years that I've ever seen, but it's been 25 years. So that being said, we have a wonderful incentive this summer for our back to school program. And I just want to go through this real quickly and share a few things with you if I can. Let's see if I can. Okay. We are celebrating 25 years of providing families and young children, young ones, with simple, affordable solutions for adding good nutrition to their diets. And with that being said, the company has a fun incentive for the Juice Plus family from July, August, and September for Healthy Starts. And for those people, those partners with them who, and just we're here to qualify to win, they love little incentives and contests these days. So for the month of July, August, and September, when you have 4 or more new Healthy Start orders, you'll qualify for a chance to win a $350 gift card. Partners will be randomly selected each month in July, August, and September. I think some of you already have some this month for sure. And we can even go back to existing partners and say, do you have children, grandchildren that we want to get added to? There's all kinds of options of things we can do. There will be a grand prize for the person with the most new Healthy Start orders from July through September of $1,000 gift card. Obviously, Our company loves to do recognition. And I thought I would share with you, let me stop this share here. And I thought I would share with you, this is in our boards, by the way. All of this is in boards, in the Mission Possible boards. You can go to under what's new tonight when we get off this call, and you could look at all of this in there. But one of the things that I was looking at today is how important our Healthy Starts is, that the longer, when a person adds Healthy Starts, it means that we have a longer lasting customers. Customers tend to stay longer with Healthy Starts than any other customer that we have. 25% of the orders that go in these days are Healthy Starts. And I've lost my boards. Let's go back. Let me find my, well, I have pulled up the wrong thing. But so you know, customers stay longer, 25%, and then people tend more, it's been documented that the people who are using the Healthy Starts, families that use Healthy Starts, tend to become partners because they start sharing that with other people. And I think all of us could share stories on that. So just wanted to share that with you on the Healthy Starts. You can go into the Mission Possible boards under what's new, and you can click on Healthy Starts and you can read all about this, about the incentives. There are social media pieces for those people of you who are posting on social media, and you can share just, I would just get busy sharing, inviting. Let's think about back to school incentives, whatever we can do. The company has a goal of 5,000 new customers during July, August, and September. And the leaders were talking this morning. Mission Possible wants to jump in on a goal and see what we can do. And I'm going to try to create a, Cami and I will somehow, Cami's brilliant, she will somehow create a thermometer, and let's see what we can do to add 100 during this month, 100 Healthy Starts for families. We do many, many customers in a month, hundreds and hundreds. I think we can convert some of these to Healthy Starts as a team. So just encouraging you guys in that. So now I want to share with you, if I can find this, our digital transformation. I'm going to go through some of this tonight. And again, as I said earlier, this is a work in progress, and we're learning, we're all learning as we go, and the whole company is learning. And so I'm just going to encourage everybody to be thinking mindset that this is going to help us be better at what we do. So the objectives that we have obviously is to keep to be simple, stable, reliable, and accurate. And they're intentionally launching with a simplified version of a back office to limit any amount of new learning during this transition. And there will be plenty of resources to help us as we go through the transition and what we're doing with our customers. And I don't know about you, but I've had customers that tried to go in and set up their own customer portals, and they were not able to. So that is going to be eliminated, and there's going to be a very step-by-step process. So there will be training guides on every level. Day one for existing partners, for all of us to know how to direct our customers. And actually, we're working on some project broadcasts and other messages right now to help us get out to our customers to let them know that some updates are coming, and we will need current emails. We will need their cell numbers. And so you, even now as you are reaching out to, I have 15 customers shipping in the next 15 days. Talk to them about this. Let them know, communicate. This is a good way to get started as you are working with customers going out. But we'll have training on how to make a personal order, and this is for our customers, and how to manage subscriptions, how to update your personal info, how to navigate the new back office. And I'm not going to go through that because I don't have enough information to even tell you on that tonight, but there will be a simplified back office. And I think everybody knows that we're going to be using Shopify. And so that will be the platform. And if you've ordered anything, makeup, shoes, clothes, if you've ordered anything, I don't know about Amazon because I don't do Amazon myself, But if you ordered anything online, you have probably used ShopPay or Shopify, most likely. You just maybe not are not realizing it. And then there will be trainings on how to check your back office. I'm going briefly, and then we'll answer questions. So here we want to focus just a minute on the experience that our customers are going to, and you might be asking, why are we doing this? Why is this even necessary? And government regulations around consumer privacy and data have changed. It's not as simple. Nothing in the world is as simple as it used to be, is it? But the government regulations around consumer privacy and data have changed. Credit card companies now are enforcing PCI compliance. So if you look at this map of the United States, it says that nearly 2/3 of the US have enacted or introduced privacy laws. And those states in red, if you can take a look at that, those states in red have already had laws enacted, and then the states that are in the pink or have an active bill. So just letting you know that most of the country will be going to this, and especially in the states where we do business, for sure. So that's why it's necessary to have customers enter and manage their own orders. And leaders, if I'm going too fast or something needs to be interjected here, please step in. But this is the reason why we are making these changes. So how will customers navigate? First of all, customers can place orders directly on a partner site. Customers can receive a shared cart link containing the recommended products. So I don't know if any of you are doing carts for your customers, but if you've done a cart, and I have done a few, you have to have all kinds of information, everything but the credit card before you do a cart. That will no longer be the case. You basically will need their cell phone number and their name, obviously, and the products that they want, and you can create a cart and you can text it to them. And then when the customers receive the cart link, they can create an account. They will have the ability to create an account and manage their subscriptions and their one-time orders. One-time orders like the Complete, the Luminate, all of those things that we order now on a lot of it one time we'll be able to do that. And then username, the email and passwords will be prompted. They'll need an email, which is their username, just like you do if you're ordering anything online right now. That's the thing that they're adding for you or asking. And then a password, simple password. And this says here up to 5 shipping addresses can be stored. I don't know if any of you have customers, but some of us do, who winter in Florida and summer in the north somewhere. They live in 2 different places. They will be, or maybe even more, but I have people who live in 2 different places, and I know some other people do too. They'll be able to have both addresses stored so that there is no changing, calling down and changing, those kind of things. Unlimited payment methods can be stored if people want different passwords. New passwords will be required for existing customers. Is that fast enough or slow enough? BJ, Nancy, give me. Okay. Personalized landing pages. Your current website, basically your URL that you have right now linked to your website will still be the same. And they are, when a prospect navigates from your landing page or your site URL to other pages, your partner ID will be maintained. And so they can go to your site and they can go to whatever products that they want to take a look at, but it's still linked to you. Any questions? This one, we're still haven't seen the full visual on it. As soon as I see the full visual on it, I think I'll be clear to explain. There are going to be some changes to the Wellness Plus program. If any of you are acting as a wellness coordinator to anyone, then you will, they'll no longer be able to do that. And many people, I will say, it's a Shopify thing, and they are going to be working that out. So customers and partners will buy from the same store. Data from orders will be reflected in our office, in our virtual office, back office. They're calling it back office. It will, I don't think the term, I think the term will be different. And then some of the things that have not been available in the past, like NSF or Sport, can now be ordered on the website. And then partner signups will occur in the same store as where we're purchasing product. But that really is, we have that now in the MyJuice Plus. So if you go to the MyJuice Plus website on your office, it'll say partner, and over here it says customer, and then it also has a place for to become a partner. I don't know if you all are using that. If you're not using the MyJuice Plus site, I'd say get over there now and get real familiar, because this is very similar to where we will be. And we will now have one of the things that we've not had, but renewals will be treated like a subscription and managed in Shopify. One of the changes that is being made, customers can only buy from one partner. This is a protection piece for sure. If you have a relationship with someone and have built a customer that with there, then they are not able, if they go in and put an order with another customer, it will revert to you. So there won't be a lot of this, some of this that does happen with people going and shopping and buying from other people. This is especially if you have spouses as partners, you might want to move most of your orders to yourself, is what I'm saying there. And this is a little bit of a change. This is one thing that is changing. Historically, we've been able to ship in a 2 or 3 months, like complete or whatever. We have families, couples on there, but now each order will be on a 4-month cycle, a 4-month shipping cycle versus a 2-month or a 3-month. And they said that's a very small percentage of orders that do that.
Sure, and I've got something to add on that. Can I add something?
Yes,
quickly?
please.
I was doing that today. My husband and I have every 2-month payment for the Trio, and I called and talked to Super Support. And what we're going to do after this next payment is done, the next shipment's going to be 2 orders going out every 4 months. So it just is not, and no change in amount or anything, just 2 orders every going out every 4 months. And it's very simple for all my customers as well. I've already talked with some customers. That's perfect. That's fine with me. So it's really simple.
Yeah. Thank you, Beth. I had to do that with a customer today who gets a quad, and she and her husband are both on it. So they each now have their own orders. So it is, and they wanted it that way. So I'm very happy. So yeah, thanks, Beth, for sharing. It's a simple process to get this aligned.
I have a question about monthly. So we get complete paid in full every month. That's not referenced on here. Is that something that can continue?
You will have a rush button. There's, just like we do now, Sandy, there is a rush button. So after you get your order and you're ready for another, you just punch rush. I do that now on some of my products, especially complete.
Because we just get it automatic every month. Okay.
Well, maybe they will give us some clarity on that, and that might change down the road. But right now, it's my understanding that it'll be a rush.
Okay.
And then in the new platform, customers and partners can skip a payment. In other words, if we need to delay, it will be a 4-month delay versus 1, 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But when they're ready, because we all have some customers that put back a week or 2, sometimes 2 months, then it will be delayed for 4 months for their next expected ship date. But they can go in and select rush. And we might need to help prompting on this. We've got preferred customer genealogies. There's all kinds of resources that we have that we might need to help prompt on this. And I am going to stop there. Is anybody's head swimming yet? And I mean that with just transparency, guys. We all are learning new things, and my experience in 40 years, I've gone through harder things than this. And so we are learning together, but it will make things safer for our customers. And I really believe, and some of the people that I've talked to who are really tech savvy, that it's going to open the door for us not to have so much time on customer care, which allows us to go out there and build new relationships and have conversations and connections and be out doing what we need to do versus the amount of time that it takes to track somebody down for certain things. So I just want to encourage you in that this is a great time to be having conversations. In fact, I'm getting ready to do a call for another organization as soon as I'm done with this call. And while I was preparing for it, let's see, what time is it? I got 3 minutes. So while I was preparing for it, I was reminded, and I don't know how many of you've ever read the book by Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People, a lot of heads. It was written in 1936, revised in 1964. And for several years, I read that book almost every January, so I would be better at what I'm doing when I'm out there having conversations and making connections. So I might have conversation on this in a near different future about how to be welcome anywhere. But one of the things that Dale Carnegie talked about in his book is that principles never change. And I've heard David Beaver say that. And the principles in having conversations and connections do not change. They're still the same. In other words, do this and you'll be welcome anywhere. Number one principle, become genuinely interested in other people. Genuinely interested in other people. A simple way to make a good first impression. Does anybody know what principle number 2 is? Does anybody remember? Smile. Charles Schwab was quoted as saying that a smile had been worth $1 million in his business. Just simple little things. This is not complicated. Let's have this conversation down the road, because when I was preparing for it, it really did resonate with where we need to be in conversation and connections. Yes, Sally.
Yeah. So just, I think it's very helpful for us to clarify what's our assignment in the next, preferably 2 weeks. So number one, reach out to your customers, look at your customer genealogy. And Beth, you've been doing this, so please you jump in, because I feel like we need simple action steps. You want to look at your customers, make sure that they have an active phone number, an accurate cell phone in there. Make sure their email is accurate, and that they're not sharing that same email with someone else in their family, maybe like a husband and wife are using the same email. Every customer is going to need these unique identifiers. And so the more we can get all cleaned up now, then when the migration happens to the Shopify platform, it will be really smooth for them. Otherwise, there's going to be, oh yeah, no, they've got to say, we're going to have to do more cleanup on the back end. Let's get as much done as we can now, so that could be really smooth. Same with your own orders. Look at that. Make sure that, you've got all the right things. Some of us have orders from many years. Well, maybe it's an old phone that, I know I don't even use my landline anymore. So that's just an important thing for us to do, is get accurate and clarify information for our customers, make sure they're only under one partner. And Beth, what other
I'm going to add one more thing, a simple thing to do. Most of us have our customers on our cell phone, and most of the information on our cell phone for their phone numbers, emails, and that is the most current. If you go to the justplus.com or the virtual office, it's amazing what I've discovered. Landlines and old email addresses for some of my long-term customers. So I was able to just go through without even talking to them and getting it. If I see a Gmail account, I know it's current. So I just go ahead and been changing everything. And then when I do customer care, just to follow up with that, it's very simple to do that way. And then if somebody does have one email for both husband and wife, just change it to one name. So, so John and Sally, well, it's both gonna be under Sally's name because they only have one email address. You can't have two different names under the same email address. It's very simple and it's easy to change a name right in your virtual office.
We'll have more conversation about this as time goes on during the month of July and August. We'll continue to update and all learn together. Customers that don't have email, they have said that they will give them an email. Their name, their first name, their last name, .juiceplus.com. They will have that as an identifier. And then we'll be able to help support our customers, and they can call in, we can help call in, we can three-way in. We will still be doing good customer care because that's what we have learned and been taught to do. Okay, I got to go do another call. You guys have a great night. Love you. Have a great week. Let's go out and make a difference. All right. See you
Thank
guys.
you, Sharon. Excellent. Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you.